Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. I'm going to pause it here because this place is getting way too busy. I'm actually kind of waited a little bit here while I've been watching it, trying to figure out when I want to start recording here. But I did have a line all the way out to the roundabout. It's just bad. Everything about this is bad. And we talked about it in a previous video where I said I wish I had 4 lanes here. And we've even gotten sort of the plans set up anyway to where we're not going to build this rail so that I can go in and make sure that I can tear this rail out. We're going to have a temporary pause in crops getting over here and really just shut down logistics entirely for a little while, because this is the central point where everyone has to go. And that means every single truck that needs to deliver resources that we are creating, unless it's going by train, going out by train. If it's going to be moved by truck, it's got to go down this road. And that is causing a lot of bottlenecks. What we need to have happen here is that this needs to change. There's a couple of things we're going to do. The first thing is something I've already queued up last month, and that is just to delete this little walking path right here. So it's been done. There's a dirt part here now, and I can go in and just remove that dirt segment so that it's out of the way. All right, so we don't have a dirt segment there anymore. The next thing, though, I was debating, like, how do I want to approach what this is going to be? And honestly, roundabout makes the most sense. But roundabout is too big. I mean, it just is. There's just too much going on here. This intersection is so incredibly busy. But if it's going to be done correctly, it's going to have expansion capacity, not just for moving this direction, but it also needs a capacity increase at the intersection itself. Otherwise, everyone's just going to get slowed down anyway. So we need to do that here. And that means I need to move a whole lot of stuff that's going to be in my way. Now, I don't think I'm going to have to move this pump. I think the pump is going to be fine, but this needs to go. And I'm looking at this, and this is a sewage tank, of course, that is providing sewage coverage for all this stuff. And that's probably going to have to be repositioned as well. And possibly even the transformer's got to go. And this high voltage switch here certainly has to go. So, like, making a roundabout here, it just seems like it's going to be a whole lot of work. As a temporary thing, what I'm going to try to do is we're just going to put these roads in and get this road right here to come all the way down to here. What I'm hoping happens is that by allowing these vehicles to get out and go that way, which is almost always the direction they want to go anyway, by allowing them to get out and go that direction, I can get them out of the way faster so that these guys can turn in here. This is still a two-way road. I can't change that really. Although if I am gutting this, then I suppose I do have the room to take 2 roads all the way up to this point. So maybe this whole thing does need to be gutted. And if that's happening, we're putting a roundabout here, right? So yeah, I'm looking at that. And I think building it in waves is an important thing. So first thing I'm going to have to happen, I have to build it in waves because my building crew needs time to do it. And I can almost connect that sucker right there. Like if I didn't have this rail right there, like this rail was gone, I'd be able to connect that. And so I think maybe a better solution here is to complete this rail and just have the crop train use this one while I tear this one out. That might be the solution there. So why don't I just go ahead and turn that back on? And I'm going to let them build that. If I have to tear it down, then I have to tear it down, whatever. But we'll build this road out a little bit more. We'll build it to about maybe here. And then we've got the walking path done. And I'm going to have to move this over. Now, there's an electrical pole in the way here, too. So I'm going to have to tear that out. And I don't know if that's really cutting power to anything majorly important. It's this one here. It's pulling a lot of juice. There's another one right next to it. And it's... yeah, I'm going to have to do it quickly. Got a good amount of food. I think to really make this happen faster, though, what I probably have to do temporarily is tell these distribution offices that they need to go to the border to get stuff. Or perhaps I could even do it to where these vehicles... No, they have to get in here. They can't even use this. Like, this is the only way to access all of these buildings. It was a really poor design decision, to be honest. Should not have done it that way. I could have them grab food directly from the food factories. That would be one solution. They could grab it from this one. So like if I said, for example, you have 20 connections. Well, that sucks. Tell me the border is one of them. It is. Okay, you are currently grabbing electrical components and plastics from the border. Take that away. And I'm going to have you grab food from that food factory directly. All right. And then you will load food from that food factory. Okay, then the other one, I'll have to try to do the same thing here. Hopefully there's something I can remove, like a border connection. And this one does not go to the border, so I'd have to abandon something. Probably best to abandon... This is all of our fuel loading, so I can't do that one. Road cargo station is pretty important. I could maybe redirect one of the fuel stops, like the forklift garage. Where's this? Right there. Okay. So that forklift garage, if I remove that, all right, and then I'm just going to open this up so I don't forget which one it is. I'm going to move you over to get food from here. So at least the food parts of it, you'll get it from a different source that doesn't involve going on that street. And then I need my other fuel rads. Are you full? You are full. Oh boy. All my fuel people are full here. This one doesn't have tanker trucks. This one's full as well. I'm going to need more distribution offices. Son of a bee. That's the technical service office. Well, okay. On the plus side, this one still gets it. Right? This is still going to get fuel. And so we don't need more fuel here. Maybe it's okay. Right? It's basically full anyway. So maybe we'll just let it go. I think we will. That's a temporary thing. So now, I guess, it's like a wave, right? Because if I'm going to remove this and this, like I might as well just rip the whole thing out and I got to replace it with something. You know? So this is the part where we have to find locations for these different things, like which direction is it going and all that stuff. And like this is a fairly straightforward thing. I already have the underground cables coming in and everything. And so perhaps this is the part where I start taking out some of these parking lots. I got too many of them, right? So I think this is the part where we start ripping out parking lots. I'm going to rip this one out, and we're going to plan on this going here. So that's going to get taken down. We're going to remove that road as well, but we're going to do that after. And then we're also going to want to remove this little walking path segment right here. And we probably don't need this one anymore either, but that's coming from the parking lots over here to get here. So yeah, we still want that. And I'm pretty sure I can fit that in the same space because this is bigger, this is wider. So we'll get rid of this one. And then I think I'll have demolition crews also go ahead and... I'm not sure. Can I get a rail to come? Ooh, I almost can. Ah, that's close. What's in the way? Is it just the... I think I can get it in there. Yeah, just go right past this parking lot. Get the snapping off. Stop snapping to things. Stop hitting yourself. Please stop snapping. Gosh, it's so like... All right, hang on. Try this. Oh yeah, easily I can get that back in there. Okay, cool. So this could be where our train station is. Yeah. So we'll get rid of these as well. So we'll have our demolition crew is going to be busy ripping these 4 parking lots out of here. And then we'll plan on getting a passenger train station in there, coming off of this rail connection. Let's get that to cross the road firmly so we can actually do that. There we go. About like that. There we go. And this does not interfere with the crop train. It's a completely separate line. And then we're just going to get our tunnel from here, and then it goes out and connects to the main network over here somewhere. All right, cool. I think that will be good. We just had a train leave here. So is that... Did you get repair or what? Yeah, you came in there to get repaired. Oh, okay, that was fast. How's our crops? It's March, so, you know, not great. We're going to have to get crops from the border again. These trains can't do that, so it's got to be this office that does it. Unless they're still collecting, which there's no chance that's happening. Yeah, we're definitely low on crops now. We need to expand. Speaking of which, I've been doing some work out here, as you can see. You know, trying to flatten this hill down. And we're getting close. It's been a time-intensive process to get this down. Been like lowering terrain and stuff, and it happens. It's coming along. You might think, hey, you should just have, you know, if you had more excavators and stuff over here, it'd be faster. And I do actually have more excavators over here than I've been working with anyway. It's just they are probably out of fuel right now. Let's get this grid line off. I'll take a look. So over here, we've got some temporary offices set up, and they are all out of fuel. You know what? And with these trucks and stuff going this direction as well, I'm starting to think I needed a roundabout here as well, which is so weird because I have one here and then there and then there. But the thing is, this is the really busy road, not these. And I wish these were the busy roads. That was the whole point before. But ever since I paved the whole thing, they're preferring to use this. So maybe I go back to having this be gravel, and then the trucks will prefer to use the other side streets over here. But I might need to rip this out as well, which they have other routes to take, so that's not a huge deal. They can always go ahead and do this once this is operational. That's a hell of a detour if I put everybody this direction. So I need to finish this first. Then I could detour this so they can go around like that if they need to. And then we can make another roundabout here. I think there's probably enough room to do that. It's going to be tight, but I think there's enough room to do that if I need to. Yeah, anyway, so this doesn't interfere with the crop train. And then all the way over here, we are damn near out of crops, so we're going to have to start getting it from the border, which is going to suck. Speaking of getting more crops, we do need more crops really badly. So over here, I've been working on getting this mountain, right, taken down, right, and just going through here and lowering terrain. Been working on this for a while. You can see it takes a while to do this. It's a slow process, but it's almost done, the process. I mean, it's almost done. And to get this done faster, I added some extra equipment over here. So there's some extra excavators here and these temporary ones. A little gas station here, which needs to be refueled. I'm not sure why that's not happening. I disconnected it for a different connection. Let me put that back right here. You, yeah. I need you to go. I had it on the other one, but it's fine. Now I'll just do it on this one. Go like that, and that will keep this one full on fuel too. So this is now. I think this is now done enough to where I can get what I need out of it, the spacing and stuff that I need out of it to like start with more crops. But starting with more crops over here, I'm gonna need, I believe anyway, more trucks. And we also need another very important thing about this is we need another place to drop off the crops. We need another storage that trains can access to drop off these crops. All very, very important stuff here. And so what we're going to do for that is we're going to spread out a little bit more the points in which we're dropping it off. So over here, we currently have, you know, this little arrangement right here, and that's great and all, but it's going to come down this way, and there's a space that's kind of going to be open right about here, okay? And this is where the other grain storage goes. So where is my grain storage? I want the big one. It's going to be this one here, the big one. And we want to line this up with that train track. And it should be like as close to this other rail over here as I can get it, I think. It's not rotating exactly the interval I was hoping it would. Doesn't seem like it's going straight. Ugh. It's like, I wish it could go like a half step. But I can't rotate it any smaller increment. That's lame. All right. We'll just have to do it then. Maybe there's a way to, you know what? I bet if I copy it, it'll be exactly the same as this, wouldn't it? That's how that works, right? If I go copy, it should be, oh, it doesn't. It rotates it? Oh, you dick. Wait, okay. I have a half step right there. Okay. I think this will work then. So I want to do it. See, that looks way better. That looks a lot more straight than it did before, I think. Maybe I'm just imagining things. It's fine. Right about here is what I'm looking for, I think. Right about there. So we're going to pop that in over here. Now, there's a couple of things we need to keep in mind for this area. That is that all the trucks are going to be coming into here again, right? But we don't really want that. This one over here, what we did is we took a road off of the main road and brought it in. And so there was a separate road here, but that didn't really seem to help this all that much, right? All we ended up having is a huge line on this side and then barely anyone using this one. And I don't know if it's necessarily, if it's needed, right? But we can do it again. I just don't know if it's needed. One thing I think, though, will help more than that for sure is doing something like this. We go with, where is it? Right over here. We're going to go and do something more like this instead. We have a drop-off point on this side here. All right, and we want to make sure that it's not going to be in the way of the rail. So why don't we just pop the rail in right here too? So rail, yep, right here. And then through like that. And then you get connected on that side. I really don't even know if we need another one here. That might not be necessary. This isn't even lined up right now. Yeah, we're going to hold that. It's fine. So this is where the rail goes, and then we'll just eliminate that so it's the same job. Okay. So with that out of the way, right, we're going to bring in other drop-off points. There's 2 stations for vehicles here, which is the same number of stations that there are for this, and that's no good. Now, I don't know. I legit don't know whether or not a storage connected here like this is going to be accessible by the train that pulls in here. I don't know that. So for now, I'm just going to build one. And if I can build a smaller one, that actually might be better. Something that doesn't cost me as many resources to test it. So I think probably this one is what we'll do. And we'll put it over here on the end. Let's say on this side is, again, it's a test one. So we'll put it over on this side. And if it's in the way later, if it doesn't work, I mean, then we'll know. But because I'm testing it to be, I want it to be accessible everywhere. So we'll test this out. Let's flip this over and do it about like this. And if this works, then we'll know. I don't actually remember, because sometimes these things serve as a storage and an access point, but I don't know if it does both at the same time, right? So like, for example, if I was to pull in like over here, right? I can connect to this storage, and it serves as a connection point for this storage, but it doesn't have storage of its own, right? If I used one of these warehouses, it's over here actually. I don't know if they've changed it, because I think at one point it didn't work. We did our stream series and it didn't work this way. Where did it go? Didn't I use this already? Maybe it was over here. Autosave. It doesn't look like I've used it. Well, I'll show it now, because like we have different buildings and stuff that we didn't have last time we played. You know, like the previous series. So this warehouse right here, right? It's a warehouse that has an integrated rail. And what we saw previously, before this update, when we were streaming it, is that this doesn't pass through. So you can't pull things out of this warehouse. That's what we were seeing. Whether or not that's different now, I don't know. It's been a while since we did that. So, but that serves as a storage and a connection point. You see what I'm saying? So I want to know whether or not that's going to happen with this over here. So we're going to test it with this. If it works and trains are able to pull out of this, then that's fantastic. And we'll go ahead and put in, I guess I could put in a bunch of these because there's 2 loading, right? So I could just put in a bunch of these ones instead. You know, we don't need the extra storage really, because we're using it so fast. We just need the extra ports for docking trucks. And like, if I do this, boom, 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 like a whole bunch of these little ones would give me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then this one comes with 2. So that's 14 trucks simultaneously, which is a lot higher capacity than over here, which is just 2. And then we added the cargo stations, which if it works this way over here, then I could take out the cargo stations, which is objectively better because there are, you know, 4 bays here. So that's 4, 8, 10, right? On the import and outport there. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. Now, I might have moved this back just a little bit if I wanted to have that extra road in here, but just to see if this extra road is still possible, we can just, yeah, do something like this. Just connect it over like that, and then like, all right, yeah, like that, and then we just get rid of these connections and this connection and line that up like so. Yeah. So that'll be basically be the same thing as we did before. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and get asphalt on these roads going. Let this one be built. Asphalt out this far is probably not necessary yet, but certainly I'd want it to be out this way just so we can get to this station faster with our trucks. All right, so we're going to make sure that Zernovsky is coming out here to make these roads. There we go. They can reach that one too, and we'll start getting them to work on that stuff. And once they're done with that stuff, they could be able to, or should be able to reach this stuff too. This is just a test for now. So I'm just gonna. Well, I don't want to interrupt that project. How about we try it like this? We'll go this way with it. Right, like that. There we go, and around, like so. So just testing it out. We'll do the roads more proper if it works. All right, cool. So that's going to take care of those projects there, and then probably we can even get the helicopters to start bringing stuff for those 2 things. And then the rail office is still working on the second rail here for the food train. I'm hoping they're going the other way too. It looks like they're getting themselves a bit caught here. What is she doing? Get out of the way. Yeah, go down that direction. Perfect. So we're going to do that way, and then all the way down over here is going to be great. Okay, I never actually told them to build this road. That's my bad. Let's go ahead and tell them to build it. And then, God, it'd be so nice if this thing would just connect. It will do it over here. It'll do it like right there. But I don't want to like go around that post like that. So it's just going to have to be that way. So this is going to take a while. A pretty long while, because I got to break this down, build a new transformer. Then I can disconnect this line, redo a new line, and once all this is hooked up on the new platform, on the new system, then I can tear out all the rest of this stuff. One thing I could definitely tear out, though, wouldn't be that big of a deal, though, is I can definitely tear out this Star Monument. That doesn't need to be there anymore. And in fact, it's going to have building maintenance at some point, too, and we don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and demolish this as well. I don't really think it's going to have that big of an impact on loyalty at this point, but it's possible. We can also gut this road and make the buses come in here exclusively, in and then turn around and come out. But not yet, because we're not really at that stage yet. Let's get this stuff connected, get to the point where we're like ready to do the roundabout, and then we'll get rid of this. Now, all of this stuff is really difficult to replace because this is a main line in. We're having our primary feed of electricity into this area, as well as all the way out into this area is, well, maybe not the hill, but this one here it is. Basically, this transformer is being fed by that. And so if I cut that, it's going to cut power to all of this too, which is a real bad deal. So that's why I was kind of trying to avoid the roundabout situation as best as I could. Yeah. God, I don't know about that, man. It's really complex because there's just so much. Well, they already have the waste on the demolition, so we're gonna demolish that anyway. And then, yeah, with this walking path gone, we can get a road built. At least up to this point would be okay. To get some of that road work done while we're there. They're already starting to do this little segment here. And then once the crop train track gets built out to this way, then we can remove this. We really don't even need that. We just need this crossing. And it looks like that crossing is done now. Yeah, it is. It's done. So let's get you out of the way. You're going to come this way. Yeah, when this crossing is completed now, they can get here. And so I can have them tear this down. But that only matters if the crop train's not coming, and I don't believe it is anymore. Yeah, this is the end. There's no more crops to grab here, so we're just gonna have you go ahead and go to the station now, or have you unload that last set of crops, and then once you leave this area, once the crop train leaves this area, we are of course going to have to constantly have crops brought in by other means, and it won't be here, which means we're down to one food factory. It's not going to be great. So we're going to dip into this huge abundance of money that we have accumulated over the last couple of years. And we're going to start spending it on food directly, which isn't great, but we're going to have to do it. So we're going to come over to our load food to make sure that we have that food working. I think probably let's not sell any clothes or any food. Let's not do any selling for any product at the border that requires crops consumption. So that way, these clothes, right? Because we're going to run out of clothes if we do this too. So let's make sure that we're not having to buy clothes as well. That's going to suck. And then we'll have to rip this out just so I can put that road in. And again, if we weren't playing realistic mode, this would be so much faster. I'd just do this, pay for it, draw the road, put the rail back, pay for the rail, and then let them build the road. But I would do the rail part with just money because it's just a burden to have to rebuild. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to rebuild it. So there's major retrofits happening in town over there because we need it. Definitely going to need it here too. This just keeps building up, and it's... Yeah, this isn't very clean. I don't like this anymore. We're going to change that too. Okay, so over here, we have all these houses, all right? And what we wanted to do is get water and stuff running here. So we're getting very close to this. The water tower is in place here. What we don't have for this area is a water pump. So we just need a water pump. And I don't want people having to do that. I don't want... it's a well, sorry. I don't want people to have to be on this well. I think that sounds like a terrible idea. So we're just going to put this well over somewhere. I guess, honestly, keeping it really short sounds like a good idea. Why don't we just put it right here next to it? That should be fine. I know it's like right next to a polluting building, so it's probably not great for the water quality. But over here, it doesn't really change much. 87, 88. Like, I guess I could put it here, but then it's a really long pipe. And I don't think it's worth it. We're just going to send chemicals out this way and have it done. Yeah. So this is an out. This is the in. And this is 85. Can we make it 86 over here? 85, 84, 83. Yeah, so we'll keep it 85. I'm all right with that. Right there. And then the water pipe from this well. It's probably good to just keep it. Damn, helicopters are like right there. I think it's good to keep the small water pipe here, but just to cover my bases on this, I'm going to make it a medium pipe right here. And then also to continue covering my bases, what I probably should do is go deeper, just a little bit lower, so I'm not going to interfere with that one. So about like that. And then from there, we can come up like that. That way I can still get a pipe out of here just as easy. Okay. So those helicopters are busy. We're going to put them to work doing this too. And once that's done, we'll have water coming into here. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. You're a water loading station. Oh, was that the plan? I forgot the plan, guys. That's my bad. I forgot that I was going to do trucks for this. I don't think I want to do trucks for this. But yeah, I was going to do trucks for this because they're not going to use that much water. Right. Okay, good news then, I suppose. That's actually good news, I guess, because that's the plan. I had forgotten what it was. It's been a bit for me. I'm sorry about that. Normally, I don't like to confuse everyone by doing a plan that's not the plan. And for those of you guys binging this series, you're definitely watching it more recently than I recorded it. So, like back to back, it's been a week, right? Okay, so I think what we'll do then, right, we just have to set up the water trucks to go ahead and do that. They're going to have to pull water from another source. So we have a water tower over here. Probably right here is a good place to pull it out of. This is a 99 quality water source. Unfortunately, there's only one out there, so that's not going to work. Is there any other larger... let's take a look at this. Is there any other place that's going to allow me to tap into the water supply? Right here. So, I mean, if I'm doing it from here... this is industrial water in, so that's not going to work. So it's going to have to probably be from here. And then what I can do is I can get the trucks to pick it up from a water pickup spot over in this side. So we'll say that there is another water tower here. Let's actually put it over here. It's going to get expensive, but it's probably better. No, it is not better to do it local because of the chemicals and the processing, and there's not nearly enough people over there for it to matter. So yeah, we're going to keep it on this side. We're going to say right about here is where this is going to go. And then we're going to need a water loading unloading station, and we can put that probably over here would be fine, actually, because we're going to have the water trucks be over here. So that's just more water pipes, but if we do it gentle, we don't need a big expensive one here, so I think it'll be okay. We're going to make this work. Loading station there. So we're going to have a very small pipe from here. Got it. No, wait, you're a water tower. Yeah, so you're going to do this with gravity. Should be fine. So bring that over like that. Okay? And then this is a pump. Okay? And there's no way that this is going to pump slower than the truck's picking it up. So you're going to pump with a small pipe that direction too. It does kind of look a little bit sloppy doing this, I admit. But quickest way to a point, in a straight line and all that, right? I think we just do that. Yeah. So this will tap into the existing water grid that's sending clean drinking water to here. It'll redirect some of it to this water tower. And that water tower will serve as a 70 water reserve for trucks that are going to bring it from here. And then the trucks will take it, clean water, over into this area. And then these guys will drink the water way slower than those trucks can deliver it, I'm sure. Especially once this highway is completed. Because then they're just going to take this fancy highway all the way down. They should be, anyway. They should be, yeah. There's a asphalt road to here, and then... well, it's not fully asphalt from here, isn't it? I need to make this road asphalt. That needs to happen too. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and have that done now. Yeah, let's have this road converted to asphalt right now too. We'll bring in Charlevitz for this so that it gets done quicker. And actually, we can access it from another place, right? They can go from this side, so they can bring it from this side. So I can actually have this whole thing done right now too. Hopefully it's all one job. Looks like it is. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yep, all one job. Asphalt, go. We'll have Charlevitz come in. Level 3 or group 3 will come in and do this road. So now they're going to have to detour around from this road to turn here, or from all the way around to get over here, but I don't think most of them will do that. So we're gonna have lots of construction going on right here too. It is the springtime, you know, so like we have, you know, vehicles moving, and probably could have waited until after they had already cultivated the fields, but I don't think I'm blocking very many fields doing that. It's just gonna be a little bit of a extra drive to get there. Is this train stuck? What are you stuck on? Why are you stuck? Over here. Oh, it's up here. Yeah. There's no exit from this. I have to babysit this. It's been a pain in my ass. You're going that way. Okay. Hello, helicopters. So with this one done now, and all I have to do is just get rid of that rail, and it will connect. That rail right there. I'm pretty sure the crop train's gonna... What? What are you doing? Huh? Why are you opting to go... Oh, it's because this one's on your track. I mean, that's just stupid. Don't do that. Turn around. Go the other way. You stupid train. Oh, come on, damn it. What are you doing? You're trying to turn around, right? You should be. All right, get the hell out of here. This should not have done this. You stupid train. Go back to this station, please. Turn around and go to that station. Right there. That station right there. Go there. Go there. Okay. Now, here's what we're doing. I don't know what the heck, man. I want you to only go that way. All right? This train does not go on this track. That's the whole freaking point. In fact, there's no reason for you to go back either, so you can just chill there. I'm fine with that. Just chill right there. It's okay. Just so you're not going to get in our way here, because I got construction to do. All right, mixed can go like that. That's fine. And then temporarily going to pop a signal there so it doesn't mess with these trains coming in. Yeah, you're building track, and that's what's messing it up. All right, so I think I've pretty much queued up everything I'd like to do. Obviously, there's a lot of work to really fine-tune here to make sure that we're getting our deliveries good. But we're good on food, and as long as this number never drops to 0, we're going to be fine. Clothing, I kind of feel like I want to be notified if clothing ever drops to 0 too. I don't know if that matters. Why are you confused? You just keep going. I think my settings were reset. I feel like the dark looks darker than usual, doesn't it? My settings get reset. I did upgrade the game. I updated the game to the new test branch. I reverted to record this video, but I think once I upgraded it, it reset my file. So because they... well, I don't think they need any testers for it, but the new campaign mode for this game just showed up. Excuse me, Cernikova? Anyway, there's a campaign for this now to, like, you know, as a proper tutorial, if you will, campaign mode. And I wanted to check it out and see what it's about. It's very beginner friendly, right? It's a way to introduce people to, you know, as beginners to the game. And what is going on with the power here? It's going in and out. I'm not sure why it's unstable at the moment. There should be no problems with power. Do we really need... I mean, we have both power plants at maximum capacity. There should be no issues with power. So it's got to be an individual source, which means it's happening during the day too. Not just during the night. It should be happening during the day as well. Let me find... I don't know. Let me just keep an eye on this. Yeah, it's happening during the day. It's too many connections, right? So I need to do something about that too. There's a lot of this stuff. This is I've been asked this question several times. Like, why am I not starting a city that I keep talking about? It's because of this stuff. I want stability. All right. I want to know when I'm building this and getting this done that I'm having all of my construction crews rushing towards that site from all angles to build this, and I don't have to worry about any other problems. So I want that stuff done first, because it is only going to make this area even more stressed out once I do this, since a lot of these workers are going to end up moving outside the city to work. It's going to add more vehicles, it's going to add more fuel, it's going to add more demands for everything when these guys come in here. We're going to add like 30,000 more people in this little area, and we need to make sure everything else is stable first. That's why I'm going through this. And as you add more people, you discover instabilities. You discover things that are suboptimal, that were fine before, but then your population grew and now they're not fine anymore, right? When you find that stuff, you got to do something about it. So I'm going to place this, I think, right here. I'm seeing... Okay, you do have connections. Let's do a substation. An awful lot of pipes in there, man. Yikes. Getting an underground pipe in here, underground cable in there is going to be kind of a nightmare. How many connections do I have? This one's tapped out. We should have one over here, though. We do. One. Might need another one. Yeah. Gonna need another connection. So I can add another switch here and then pull that over. Oh, here it is. Okay, I just missed you before. Cool. We have, what, 10 megawatts coming in? I think those are 10s. It's this shape right here. 6. Okay, 6. What does the 10 look like? Just because I know for the future. Okay, the 10s are like the circular ones. Fine. So this is a 6, and we're not using anywhere near that much, so we can tap into this one instead. So how about we add one of these right here is fine. The dirt road. And then let's add another one as well. How about... I wish I could... I wish I could have more control over this. Like I can't rotate it while I'm holding shift. I'm holding shift to get rid of the yellow lines, but I can't rotate the device while it's that way. So maybe right here would be okay. This would help the power stability, I think. If I put it right here, maybe attached to this road. Yeah, like that. All right, we're going to do that too. So this will be 2 extra connections. One there, one there. Whoops, right there. Yep. Make this high priority for all construction offices that are in the area, but we'll just go ahead and make sure that this knows about it. And then I want to get lines drawn through here. And I think kind of want just like the maximum over there by the shopping center needs like a maximum line. So, because this doesn't even use anywhere close to the 6 that we're pulling from it. So if I can get this over there, how about we go through this gap right here? Yeah, we can go around. Probably will fit if I go here. And I pull this to be like this. Will you let me go through there? Negative. You'd probably let me go around this way though, so I guess we'll try that instead. So we'll come out and we'll go from here out this way. Yeah, and then from there. Ooh, you're really making me go wide. Because the hitbox for this is all the way out. So I'd have to go... Ooh. Okay. Try this. There. That's better. And then from this side, come out here. Go along this way. To... how about we bring it all the way over here? Like this. Trying to get rid of that extra post. Here we go. All right, and then this direction. Yep, all the way to here. Right up against the building is fine. And then there. That'll connect that for 235. And that's going to be a high priority construction as well. If you can get that done, that'd be swell. Right there. And Cernicova's labor can take care of all these things too, please. Yep. Really, honestly, these ones here, people are just going to walk to it anyway, so it's no big deal. And then for this one, getting a little clustered in here, but I can just follow along this to get in there. And 127, that's not really that overloaded though. Yeah, these ones are like, they're getting there, but they're not that bad. I think though I could get by with just doing the full 235 anyway. It's not really all that much expense, and we just get it done right. So I can follow along the same path as I did here, like that. We don't clutter this up too bad. Yep, that works. And then from here we cut this way instead, and again tap into there. All right, and then that one can get added to the schedule too. It's not as urgent, but we can get that added to the schedule too. Okay, so that'll take care of that part. Cleaning up loose ends, man. That's basically what we're doing here. And most of these tractors are already on the fields anyway. We're not interrupting them much at all through here. I guess they do have to go all the way around to get in into these fields, because they can't go. I guess they could go this way though. Yeah, that's why there's two roads. And maybe I'll pave this one once this one's done, just to get it paved all the way out that way. We are, of course, also, looks like they got this road gravel all the way up to here already. That's good. They're just kind of dropped their job here, but repair station, right? Vehicle repair station here instead of the distribution office that we don't really need. I have room for another distribution office here if and if I want it, which I may use that because these might end up reporting to the other one over here instead. And yeah, we definitely need these roads done too. Okay, it just needs time now. Yeah, time to let everything run. Time to let things happen. And I'll be right back. We are gonna run out of crops here any second. Oh wait, what are you doing? You need to go to this and then turn around is what you're trying to do. Yeah, you just have to go all the way, right? You can't just turn around. So this is what we're looking for here. So with that done, and this train just disabled, I am going to switch modes on this. Since there's nothing else left to build on this side, at least not really, I am going to now disconnect this rail, and then I will let it run. I'm going to disconnect this rail, or unbuild it, I guess, or tear it down, destroy it, whatever you want to call it. All the way, I have to go all the way through the road, in sufficient distance as well, because if I stop here, I can't connect it. It won't let me. So I'm gonna have to go out to probably, yeah, about here. I think it's probably a safe bet is that I go all the way out to here. So I'm gonna tell them to destroy this so that I can get this road in. We're gonna try to get this done as fast as possible, please. Let's go over to destroy this. Okay. So now they'll leave out and do that. And I'm just gonna let it run for a while. I'll be right back. Okay, let it run a while. They still have not gotten on the deconstruction of this track yet, which is kind of an issue, but we haven't harvested any crops or anything yet, so we still got time for that. They have, however, pretty much finished this rail. That one train just went back to the train construction office, and then this one's over here about to finish this track. And you can see how this is just getting completely overloaded and stuff. This definitely needs to be taken care of. With this one just finished right here, this road just got done. So we're going to place the power transformer here instead. So right about here should take care of it like that. And we'll just put a little dirt road in right here, I guess. And with that, once we get that done, we're going to redirect the high voltage line that's already running through here to connect to here. And we're just going to connect it to here instead. And then we're going to take these two connections and move them to connect exactly where they already do. So we're trying to do this as inexpensively as possible. Then this sewage tank, it's kind of an issue, but what I'm actually hoping happens here is we can adjust the road a little bit. I don't want to have to move this, basically. I don't want to move this thing. It's at 48% too. Do we have a walking path on that? Okay, so I have to do that too. But this, I don't want to move, because what I'm thinking of doing here is this is not going to be the center of the roundabout. I don't want to move this. This thing is a pain in the ass to move. That's way too intrusive. So instead, I'm going to move the middle to be here. And so this road will curve just a little bit, and it's okay. It's a roundabout. But if we can get the roundabout to be here instead, I think that'll be a lot bigger help. Now that does mean that this station's going to have to move, but that's fine. I wanted to make a bigger one anyway, so we're going to do that as well. So a lot of this stuff is just getting fit for the purpose, right? We had a plan. I put a design in place. It worked for a long time, but as things get ramping up, we start to see where the weaknesses are and what cars are going to do and all that stuff, and we're fixing that now. Now over here, we're going to have the train station. We're going to have a passenger platform. I think we could probably do a small one. This doesn't have to be anything fancy. And if we can get a train platform right here, probably right here, right, is where I'll end up putting this thing. If I rotate it, I can get the walking path on that side. That'd be better. So I'll end up putting it about here, but I need the road connections to move first. And I do want to give it as much room as possible, but honestly, that's enough room as is, isn't it? I think so. And there might be a reason to have like an extra road here or something that, you know, maybe like a right turn, dedicated right or something right there. So maybe I should leave myself open. Maybe I can put the monument that I just tore down here. Maybe I can put it right here instead. You know, all these things are possible. So I want to leave myself open to those possibilities. And the walking path, I don't think it's going to reach. The thing is, like, if the closer I get this walking path to be, you know, I'll just cross here. Let's have that cross right there and connect to that walking path right there. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll put it right about here. This train station. Assuming it'll fit here. Right about there. And then the dirt road can just go like that. And then the walking path, we'll do it with the lights just to kind of keep it. Well, hey, let's make sure I can connect this wire over here first. So we're only feeding 0.3, 0.5 megawatts. Yeah, I mean, I guess one thing I could do maybe, since we're starting to miss crops over here anyway, is we just pull the power on this stuff, right? We're not having any crops here. So now, with this gone, we're in our reserve tank right now. And that is it. That's all we've got is the reserve tank. So these trains really need to get on the job I gave them. They really need to eliminate this so that I can get that train back over there, because and there's no crops to pick up, but it does need to get back over there to pick up the crops once it does. So as long as this track is done by, let's say, July, late July, I think we'll be all right. But, you know, once this is done, then all we have is this food, which we have a decent surplus of food built up. You know, we have a decent amount of extra food built up, but this distribution office is going to pick up food if we need it to. It's already told to do that, so I don't think there'll be too big of a deal. And then we'll go in and we'll make the track like that. So this is going to end up being an electric track anyway. Just build it as electric right away. Yeah, it's on that side. Yep, there we go. We'll just build this as electric and get that done. So high priority here. Hopefully they bring the steel. We got to be running. We got plenty of steel. We're very good on steel. So let's just keep it moving. And then with this thing here, I'm actually surprised. So you need to be connected to this from here. I need to be able. Yep, just like that. Perfect. I need to make you go right here. It's going to be better. That's out of my way. So I want that built as well. From there to there, and then I'll just tear this down and then connect these two together, and it'll be easy because this post and this post will still exist. The lines between them will build instantaneously. At least I believe that's how that works. I don't actually know how that works. I believe it does. I think I've done it once already, but if it doesn't work that way, it doesn't work that way. Why isn't the... Right, track builders, what are you doing right now? You should be coming over here to do this. It's the deconstruction stuff. It never... Wait, huh? Why is that paused? It's not paused. They never get on this stuff. Like, you tell them to do it, and they don't do it. All right, I'm going to have to eliminate some jobs here so that they'll go ahead and do this. Now it's a high priority. Weird. You know? Like, it was paused and now it's a high priority. Very strange. Oh well. This guy's going over to deconstruct right now. He should be. 2427. Yep. There you go. That'll get this demolished, and then we can get this road connected, and then with this being completed too. Again, sorry about the nighttime darkness. I'll look at that after this video. Of course, then I'll upgrade again once the update drops off to do it again, but there really needs to be a slider for that. Weren't they going to put... I thought they were going to put a slider into the game. Wasn't that something that was coming in the next update? I think it was. I think the next update's going to do that, and I don't have to do this anymore. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to wait. I'll have to see that, but I think the next update takes it to where you can actually choose to have lighter nights right away instead of having to manipulate that file. Yeah. All right. I'll let it run again. I'll be right back. Oh, in case you're wondering, like, you know, why aren't we doing time lapses, right? It's because I'm really cramped for time right now. It's the holidays. I just have so little time that I want, like, basically every minute that I'm sitting at my desk right now needs to be really well spent. And, you know, setting up shots for the time lapse and stuff is cool. It just takes me longer time. And I think temporarily, at least for the next few videos, we're just going to be skipping like usual. I'll get you guys the time lapses later, but for right now, it takes me, you know, a good amount of time more than that. And, I just assume get to the work. So, all right, there's the deconstruction I was waiting for right here. I guess we don't have to take off and have you miss anything at all. You don't have to. Yeah, nothing like that's happening. 6 work days is all that's left here, guys. Somebody just hop on the job, right? Come on now. All right, with this gone, please tell me this works. Yes, there it is. Okay, that connects there, and then with that done, we go back to the train station or back to the rail, and we can redraw the rail. So it lets you do the rail over top the road, but it doesn't let you do the road over top the rail. I don't like that system either, but that's how they do it. Okay, so this needs to be max priority, and then I think I'm just going to get rid of this right now. A temporary bit of time here. With this built, I can actually transition it now. So we're going to take, at the risk of a little bit of a risk here, we're going to pull this back to... I don't want to go that far back. Do I have to go that far back? Oh man, that sucks. Looks like oh, there it goes. My mouse just has to be way off. Okay, that's what I want right there. That little bit right there is all I want. So somebody go ahead and get that, and then I'll just take that and connect it there. Since this has no power now, we're free to destroy this as well, since it has no power at all anyway. So we're going to take that away. Just that one is going to get removed now. That's a high priority too. And I believe if this one's gone, that one just got built. That's quick. So with this one gone, I think I can just put a wire right here, and that'll be done. I don't think I have to do any construction aside on that. I don't believe anyway. Let's see.